After I agreed to tutor the female student, I saved my female classmate from two guys. Huh? Where am I? I open my eyes and see the white ceiling on top of me. It is dark with only a lamp on my right side illuminating the whole room, a TV playing a movie, a curtain covering up two windows beside each other, and an IV pole. Looking at my palms, IV tubes were plugged in my veins. Then I smelled the alcohol antiseptics inside of the room. Then I realized that I am inside of a hospital room.
Hey, you're awake.
A female voice came out.
Thank goodness you're okay.
I looked to my left where the voice came from. The girl sighs in relief as she smiles at me. Then I ask her while my vision is still blurry and recovering. Amara?
Yeah, Cairo, it's me. Are you okay?
Yeah? May I ask what happened?
Well, it's...
Suddenly, the doors open. Ow! The blinding light hurt my eyes. I used my hand to cover the blinding light from above.
Cairo!
Hey, Mom. My mother rushes to my bedside and frantically looks at my state.
Are you okay? Where does it hurt? Have you eaten? We bought dinner.
She raises up a tray of food they clearly bought from a fast food restaurant.
Son, what happened?
My dad chimed in.
Your teacher told me that her daughter found you in the middle of the road.
My father looks at me with a serious tone and eyes, looking like he wants to erupt out a million sermons to reprimand me. It's a long story, Mom, Dad, everyone. Then I begin remembering everything, back to where it all started. June 28, 2024, the day I first met her. It was a philosophy class.
So since we are all talking about personal experiences, why don't we all do a bit of sharing about your own personal life? Raise your hand if you want to answer. And this is only opinion based. We won't judge you because this is a philosophy class. We are open to other perspectives from other people rather than stick to our own personal biases.
Mrs. Reyes, my teacher, tells her students with a firm tone. I look around and no one wants to answer. Not even one of my classmates are willing to answer. So I did. Me, miss, I want to answer. I raise my hand, and as I'm standing up to speak, suddenly, I look around to see the eyes of my classmates are straight on me.
Oh wow. Okay, Marcus. Stand up and answer this question. What was the happiest moment of your life?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, not a single moment in my lifetime have I been the happiest. But I hope and pray that this year will be a memorable one for me. For the past 10 years, I've just been studying. Then you made me realize that I need to socialize and make connections with people. Because as you said before in your previous lessons, Mrs. Reyes, a human person naturally desires on making relationships with others. Thank you for enlightening me with that truth. In conclusion, I hope for a fresh start in the school year with true friends and maybe get a girlfriend. As I finish my speech, I can see Mrs. Reyes' eyes widen in interest as she let out a small gasp. I can tell she is surprised by what I just said.
Whoa. Wow, that was truly a wonderful answer, Marcus.
Thank you, miss. I meant what I said. Before speaking again, Mrs. Reyes fixes her voice.
You see, everyone, instead of you all just blabbering around in the classroom, be self-aware for once. Now, I'm not comparing any of you to Cairo because we all aren't perfect, but we are all special. And since you are all in the same class, I expect you all to take care of yourselves like family. Help one another, make memories together, and never let anyone go down the wrong path. And lastly, set Cairo as an example for all of you to express your feelings. Now I know being positive is good and all, but suppressing your feelings can affect you mentally. Do all of you understand?
Yes, miss. All of the students respond with no energy.
Sorry, I can't hear any of you. Did you all not eat lunch?
We're still very hungry, miss.
Denver, A classmate of mine in a smug tone responds. I chuckle a bit while the entire class erupts in laughter.
Hey, Denver Velasco, jeez. What am I going to do with you?
The teacher laughs alongside them. Then I thought to myself, normally, serious people would not put up with that behavior and start shouting and getting mad. But Mrs. Reyes is different. Her personality is like a gentle mother who always understands everyone and knows how to answer in a way everyone listens to her. Not too soft and not too strict. A few seconds later, everyone hears the school bell.
There's the bell. Class dismissed, everyone. Be safe on your way home and enjoy the rest of your day.
Mrs. Reyes' last message for the day as students are leaving quickly. 20 seconds later, I pack my bag and I'm about to walk out when suddenly,
Mr. Marcus, may I speak with you for a moment?
Mrs. Reyes calls out to me. Sure, what is it?
Okay, first of all, congratulations. I acknowledge you as a potential honor student by the way you participate and your exceptional academic performance throughout the first month.
Thank you, miss. I smile and let her continue.
I want to ask you for a favor.
Okay, miss, what is it? I continue to listen on what this favor of hers could be.
You see, I have a daughter here at school. She's the same grade level as you, same strand, but the two of you are in different sections. I want to help my daughter academically. Unfortunately, though, I still haven't found a middle ground as a teacher. I'm still struggling on balancing work and life responsibilities. So I was wondering if you can tutor her for me, if you're okay with it.
She finishes speaking and waits for my answer. I think about what she said, and to be honest, I would be glad to help someone in need because I want to help others, share my knowledge so others can succeed academically just like me. And maybe this is an opportunity for me to connect with new people this way, aside from my classmates. Sure, I'll help your daughter under one condition. I can see Mrs. Reyes is relieved by my answer, but was curious on the certain condition I'm about to propose.
What is the condition?
The only condition I ask is for every tutoring session I have with your daughter, I will get 100 pesos each session. From the look on her face, I am laughing inside. Mrs. Reyes is dumbfounded by my condition. Then around 5 seconds later, she thinks about it before giving me an answer.
Sure, I have no problem with that.
Okay, I guess it is settled. I offer her my hand, then Mrs. Reyes nods and the two of us are shaking hands.
I'll text you more information about the tutoring sessions later.
Okay, got it. Anyways, if that is all, I have to go now. Be safe on your way home, Mrs. Reyes. Bye.
Okay, bye, you too. Stay safe.
Mrs. Reyes gives a little wave as her figure slowly becomes smaller in the hallway. Hopefully he didn't have to wait too long. I wonder and slightly smiled as I walked down the stairs of my school. 10 minutes later, after buying junk food at the canteen. Congratulations on being recognized by the teacher, bro! Seriously, how do I become you? My best friend is asking this enthusiastically while I'm just nomming on the chips that I bought. Overall, Caleb, it's all thanks to God. He gave me these gifts. I continued speaking, giving him advice with my left hand on his shoulder. Don't worry, bro. The secret to being able to answer is to not think about what other people think. Because I know well in my mind, no one will have the guts to embarrass me while I'm talking and participating in class. And if someone does, they're just making a fool out of themselves. It's as simple as that. I see him make a face of realization. Wow, never thought of it that way. Then we heard a commotion from a distance.
Come on, miss. It's just for a little bit. Come with us.
When the two of us were walking towards the exit gate, we saw two female students with two tall male teenagers who looked like they are in their 16s wearing black hoodies with blue jeans.
Hey, like I said, back off or else.
The girl who the two men are talking to speaks up.
Or else what? Come on, stop resisting and playing hard to get.
One of, but one of the boys, with no hesitation, grabs the girl's shirt. The situation is rising in tension. I rush in between them and forcefully push his hand away from her. Hey, don't you know how to respect a woman's boundaries? Can't you see she is clearly uncomfortable and saying no? I'll give you a choice. Either you two get out of here, or we report this to the school and authorities will handle the both of you. So, what's it going to be? I stated my ultimatum, while looking at them dead in the eyes with utmost seriousness.
Bro, we gotta go. You sound serious, man.
The sideline guy suggested it to the one who I am talking to. He looks at his companion,
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
then faces me again, leaving me with a warning.
But remember, this won't be the last time that we will see each other.
Then looks at the girl beside me with a smug look on his face.
And I'll be back for you, beauty.
He leaves and winks at her as the both of them run outside the gate. I sigh in relief and ask her, "Are you okay, miss?"
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for saving me.
"You're welcome." Afterwards, she looks at the other female student and confronts her.
Are you serious? Instead of you taking immediate action, you just stood there watching. I thought we were best friends, Delilah. I trust and depend on those I hold dear the most. But Amara...
Delilah speaks in a quiet, hesitant tone.
No buts. Can't believe this. I'm leaving. Leave me alone and don't call me.
Amara leaves and runs off in the same direction where the two strangers ran.
Amara! Wait! I'm... sorry.
It's too late. Amara didn't hear her apology as she ran far away. Caleb and I, seeing her run, thought about chasing her, but they couldn't leave the other girl behind. Delilah is looking down after what just happened. As I approached her, I saw her familiar face. I recognized her as one of my classmates. Then I said, "Hey." But then,
I'm so incredibly stupid. Not acting and protecting her. I was just simply too scared.
hey, don't say that to yourself. It isn't your fault.
Like, I couldn't just confront or stop them because the two men who forced her to come with them, they were actually my brothers.
My eyes widened from the sudden revelation. So were Caleb's as well.
They always go into all kinds of trouble, even threatening me most of the time at home when I do not comply with their demands.
Delilah starts to tremble in her words. "Oh, calm down, calm down, calm down." I said this while patting her back. She turns to look at the both of us.
Please, I beg the both of you, don't tell her what I just told you. I can't bear to reveal this secret to her, because not only would our friendship be over, but the two of us would be in danger by them.
Yeah, we won't tell her. Right? I assure her we won't tell her friend by asking Caleb. Yeah, we won't.
You promise?
Yep, we promise. We give her a smile of reassurance. Delilah regains her composure as she takes a deep breath. Caleb suddenly talks to me, shrugging in annoyance. Dude, if I was the one talking to them, I could have used my fist for negotiations on that pervert.
What?
I can see Delilah almost laughing out loud, but holding back.
Jeez, you guys are jokesters. Interesting.
By the way, I'm Cairo, and this is my best friend Caleb. Caleb waves at her.
I'm Delilah. Nice to meet the both of you.
All of us did a proper introduction, then we started walking to the nearest bus stop. After a few seconds of silence, Delilah asked us a question.
Also, I'm a bit curious and want to ask, how did the two of you meet each other?
I answered with a smile forming on my face. Well, you see, it all started during a diagnostic test during the second week of the school year. To be honest, I finished first because it was easy. I looked around and saw him beside me, clearly struggling. So the generous version of myself decided to help him by letting him look at all my answers so he would pass. Afterward, He thanked me for helping him, and we just hung out and got to know each other, always having each other's backs and talking nonstop about our common interests. Delilah listens to my answer. Then I looked at her with dead seriousness in her eyes. Yeah, and if you ever tell the teacher about it, you will regret it. Delilah goes along with the flow and speaks in the same tone as me.
Okay, I won't tell, jeez. I ain't a snitch.
Caleb joins in on our fun. Yeah, thanks to Mr. Smarty Pants over here, I was able to pass the test. Then, Delilah remembers something.
Speaking of passing the test, I have to say, I really admire how courageous you were earlier. Speaking in front of the class without hesitation, delivering words of wisdom.
My heart flutters for a second. I smiled and said sincerely to her, Wow, thank you. Caleb speaks up, interrupting me with a nonchalant and mocking tone. Seriously, how to be you? Like, you're Gojo Satoru in real life in terms of wits. How I wish to inherit your brain and swap mine with yours like Kenjaku. Bro, what kind of idea is that? My soul would have been able to win against yours if that was the case. Seeing the laughter between three of us, I thought to myself, if I'm going to be honest, I felt kind of happy here. Meeting a new friend feels like meeting Caleb all over again. I do hope to develop more friendships like these moving forward. In the end, I smiled, even though it was a rough start, but it worked out mostly in the end. 6 p.m. Mom, I'm home! I yell as I'm taking off my shoes in front of our main door. My mother looks toward me with a slight smile.
I'm glad you're home, son.
I also saw my father sipping his black coffee.
Oh, welcome home, son.
He looks up at me. You're home early.
It is the weekend, of course. Come join us for dinner.
My mother drags a chair out from her right so I can sit opposite to my father. So I sat down. Then my mother initiates the topic.
So, how was school, son?
I smile while looking at the ground, then looking at her and my father. Actually, I made a new friend. Her name is Delilah. We are classmates. Both of them look at me with weird faces, looking like they're smelling something suspicious.
How did you meet her?
They said. Well, then I remembered the promise I made to Delilah earlier. She asked me for help on an assignment. And yeah, she introduced herself. I said this while my lips were pressed tightly like a seal.
Okay.
My mother and father nod at me.
Remember what we always tell you, Cairo. Choose your friends wisely. You never know who to trust these days.
Yeah, son.
My father agrees with my mother's advice.
Like we never know. That girl might manipulate you into doing all of her work. And if she does not get her way, she can attack you emotionally.
Not only that,
My mother adds to what my father said.
if she's gorgeous, she can use charm to deceive people to destroy you socially and emotionally.
Yep.
My father agrees with her. My mother, with a stern face, looks at me with worry and seriousness.
Look, we know you're very sensitive, Cairo. You're prone to manipulation, which is why we are telling you this not to put you down, but for your own safety. Do you understand?
I understand, Mom. I look at my mother, nodding in agreement. Then she looks at my father.
Yeah, just like in the movies. The main character always goes in this depression arc when the girl gives him a big heartbreak.
Yeah. I do not want our son to go through that.
My father continues.
That is only for weak boys who think these are serious problems. They're just so dramatic. Luckily, we won't have our son be like that. Because we fight through struggles, not cry over little stuff. Right, son?
Yeah, Dad. I nod at him as I eat the meal they prepare for me. I took a bite out of the hot dog they cooked, paired it with rice. I continued listening to their conversation about movie plots, about heartbreaks and main character developments. Slowly, as time progresses, their voices are lowered to the point I can only hear slight whispers from them because I'm just not that interested. Just like every single day, The three of us talked without a topic that I wanted to engage in. Seriously though, all the freaking advice and sermon talk just drains my energy in every conversation. All I wanted was for them to be glad that I at least made friends, but nope. Always with the sermons. Always. In the end, I slightly shake my head while quickly finishing my meal. I'm disappointed with their parenting. This feels so suffocating and a limitation to freedom.